Welcome to Flushing, the largest Chinatown in the world. Well, there's absolutely no questions when it comes to quality and authenticity of the restaurants here. Today, we're going to focus on the street food scene of this town. Let's get eating.
The magic of Flushing is that you could find dozens of street vendors while strolling down Roosevelt Avenue. Our first stop is the famous house of wontons, White Bear. Being one of the most popular food stalls in Flushing, White Bear has been here for a long time. A small and humble mom-and-pop shop that barely has any space inside. They usually serve food for to-go.
One jantan mian and one wonton with hot sauce, please.
Okay, it's $20.
$20? It's cash only, yeah?
Cash only.
It even says on the New York Magazine, people come here to order one thing and one thing only. Item number 6, aka wontons with hot sauce.
I just found this park nearby. This is where we're gonna eat. One thing about street food, like you literally have to eat on the street. Oh my god. As soon as I open it, the smell just hit me. There's the layer of chili oil with actual chilies. The wontons are steaming hot and the oil is right there in the bottom. That's beautiful. Of course, we gotta mix the whole thing up first. You gotta get that thing saucy. And I don't wanna spill this thing when I'm mixing it up. Gotta have to roll one ball over the other like that. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been waiting for this moment. Let's go for the kill. So juicy. So juicy this thing is. The moment I took a bite, all the juices just oozes out. And it's still piping hot too. First of all, the sauce has that chili flavor, but it's not too spicy, and I mean it. It's really not that spicy at all. The chili oil kind of acts as the lubricant, so the hot wontons don't really stick to each other. Fresh pork on the inside, and the scallions too with the flavor. Oh my god. And this can be my everyday lunch. I also want to see the dan mian too. Dan mian also looks very promising. Whew. I shouldn't lean it too much because look at that oil, it's gonna spill. And right here you can see it comes with fried pork on the surface, bean sprouts, cucumbers, hand-pulled noodles right there. Right below is where the sauce is. So same deal with the wontons, you gotta mix this baby up. Trying to get all of the noodles and the vegetables coated in that sauce from the bottom. And this might take some time, but I promise you it's all gonna be worth it. Huge pool of noodles right there. Saltiness from the pork, crunchiness from the vegetables, and the chili oil flavor comes together so well. But I just wish this thing is just a tiny bit spicier. We're pretty close to the LaGuardia airport. There are planes just flying back and forth like crazy. Like between the two, and don't tell the dan mian, my favorite is actually still the wontons. Don't just make me so happy. That which is beautiful. Let's go get some Peking duck.
Yes, you heard me right. Peking duck for street food. And no, I'm not talking about going to a restaurant to order a $90 duck that you cannot even finish anyway. I'm talking about a food stand right underneath Shanghai that sells scrumptious roasted duck for $2.50 a piece.
And right in front of the Peking duck stand, you also have this little dim sum / dessert stand right here as well. Everywhere you go in Flushing is just full of food action.
Let's get some dessert while we're at it.
Back to our hidden food spot. Guys, something crazy just happened to me. I was just a block or two away getting the Peking duck and the dessert. I was crossing the street while having my camera with me in my left hand. Suddenly, there were like 6 women ran after me, and they were all like they were so like anxious. They were speaking to me in Mandarin, but I was like, I'm sorry, I don't speak Mandarin. So they were like, the video, you took the video. And I'm like, no, I was filming the street. Like I didn't take a video of you guys. The weird thing is that they were like the only people who were wearing masks, almost like they're trying to like hide their identities. I know that, you know, they're on the street, like legally I'm allowed to film anything I want, but I didn't want to cause a scene, which already is a scene. So I just showed them the video, and there was like a smidge of one girl in the video, and she was like, delete. And I'm like, okay, fine, like delete. Are you happy? And they're like, thank you. And they just left. A few times they would like turn around to see if I'm like still filming. I'm filming around, but like just not them. A little bit crazy for me. I just didn't know how to make sense of all that. Either like they're illegal immigrants or government people maybe? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. But hopefully some good food is gonna bring a mood back. I think I already told you guys this before, but Peking duck is probably one of my most favorite food. It's $250 per piece. You can order as many or as little as you want. This is kind of like a one bite deal. Super savory, fatty from the duck, very flavorful meat, the crunch from the scallions, and the sweetness from the holes inside is almost like a glaze to hold everything together. That was a really good bite. You got the fat, you got the protein, you got the carbs, you got some vegetables, and you got the sauce going on. That to me is a well-balanced meal. That was the fatty piece. Oh, the duck fat was like oozing all over my mouth. Okay, that's it. Enough duck. Time for the dessert. So what we got right here is the rice cake with the salted egg and the mochi also with the salted egg. This thing is just so nice to touch. It's almost like a stress ball that you just gotta squeeze, and it's just very soft and bouncy. Did you guys just see me like squeezing 2 balls in my hands? This is so weird. All right, back to the food. Egg yolk in the green one is supposed to be dry, and the egg yolk in the purple one is supposed to be a lava. Let's open them up. That is so dry. Oh, dude, this thing is so dry. Oh my god. There's zero moisture in this bite. It's just a little bit hard to eat. And the outer skin actually has zero flavor. All the flavor comes from the filling itself. Let's unbox the mochi. See if this one is better. Oh my god. Wow, I did not expect that flavor at all. The custard layer is too good to be true. Sweet cream cheese combined with the egg yolk, and they're all just creamy and melting. Not a fan of a plain mochi wraparound, but the inside is like a gold mine right there. Let's go get some more. Kind of thirsty right now. Let's go get some drink. New York has plenty of Chinatown, but Flushing is probably my favorite one. It's like walking on the street in the city of China.
And while there's a lot of boba stores around, I decided to stop for some fresh juice.
The vitamin 1, 2, 3 is very popular.
I'll do that one. All right, thank you. So refreshing. That's it. Gone.
As the sun goes down on the streets of Flushing, it is almost time for dinner. For our next meal, it's going to be in this food court. Prepare yourself, because as soon as we get off this escalator, it's all gonna be nothing but food heaven. And to be honest, I think this whole food court deserves an episode on its own. Let me know down in the comments if that is what you want to see. But for today, we're here for a special treat. Chinese pancakes. You start by spreading the batter, adding an egg on top, a sprinkle of black sesame seeds, and then flip the pancake to add some secret sauce. What's the secret sauce? Here's Alec Baldwin to tell you what it is.
I don't know what they are. You don't know what they are. Who gives a f?
Then on goes a slice of ham, spring onions, huge piece of cracker, and 4, 2, 3, 4, and just like that, it is ready to go.
And just the fact that they make everything in front of you is just so satisfying. Authentic Chinese street food right here. I guess I need to just dig in. Okay, big bite incoming. It looks like a sandwich almost. Oh my god, what have I been missing out? They have like a layer of like chili oil, some sort of sauce. Those are the flavor agents. And what's special about this crepe is that they come with these crispy crackers, and these are responsible for the amazing texture, the crunchy texture. Chili oil has spicy kick to it. The sauce is just flavorful. Oh, I think that's black bean sauce. It's salty, savory, and very aromatic. Just perfect. I can nom on this thing forever.
And for an early dessert, we have a cone of ice cream grape. We start with making the grape. It's made of a good old Nutella, slices of fresh fruits, which I picked strawberries and bananas for mine, some whipping cream, and a scoop of ice cream, flavor of your choice.
Oh, so nice. Thank you so much. I'm actually not planning to have dessert this early, but they're about to close. Let's try the ice cream first. Green tea ice cream. It's good solid ice cream, and for $9, this cone is huge. I might not finish everything because I still want to eat some more food. So it's actually getting dark, and normally at this hour, like 9 to 10 p.m., the food stalls usually already close. But the restaurant's still open, and I got just the one right here around the corner. We're going to have some soup dumplings.
Now, I know I told you guys that we're gonna be focusing on the street food today, but I just cannot skip this restaurant. Xiang has been known for the soup dumplings for years. and it's probably one of the best in New York.
We're just gonna focus on these steamed soup dumplings. And I like the fact that they have different color soup dumplings and each color represent a different flavor. We're gonna do the 3 treasure soup dumplings here too. Apparently these are specialty soup dumplings. You can use a pencil to tick on the items that you want. And it's also a good practice to have soup dumplings or dumplings in general with some hot tea.
And not gonna lie, I was waiting for a very long time for my food. There were at least 3 to 4 tables who came in after me, ate and then left before my food even got to my table. I think that's because I ordered way too many types of dumplings, making the preparation process lengthy. Therefore, if you order exactly what I'm having, prepare to wait. On our first tray, we have the Lucky 6, which includes the flavor of the original, chicken, scallop, court loofah, crab meat, and black truffle.
Finally, the food is here. Before anything, very important, vinegar. Alright, let's go with the original first. Still steaming hot. So as you can see, I just make this big hole right here. Oh my god. So flavorful. So well seasoned. Alright, once you got the soup out the way, scoop some ginger and that vinegar mixture that we got into that hole that we created earlier. Let's go for the kill. So confident. Flavorful broth with juicy pork that's go down so easy. Who is our next victim here? Let's go with chicken. This is chicken stock. Lighter, less fatty compared to pork. This one feels cleaner and healthier for all reasons. Let's go for Mr. Green here. Apparently Mr. Green here is gourd loofah, which is a type of vegetables. Even though the soup is vegan, the inside is still pork, crab meat, and pork. This should be a good one right here. The crab flavor pork broth, that was just heavenly. Just too good. Up next, truffle. Wait a minute, I only got just a little bit of broth in this one. Broth is very flavorful though, like pork broth with truffle scent, beautiful. But there's just not enough broth in this one for me. Maybe they just didn't put enough, but that's quite alright. I can still taste it. And lastly, scallop. That was a lot of broth. There's actually no scallop inside. The filling is still pork. I mean, it's nothing special. It tastes nothing like scallop, to be honest.
Up next, we have 3 treasure soup dumplings with the flavors of abalone, sea cucumber, and ham.
Let's start out with the abalone first. Okay, let's dig in. The seafood flavor in this one is strong. Some ginger and vinegar. I think I just took a bite of an abalone. I'm not so sure. It's not like a huge piece, but maybe like a little bit. Are these little pieces up? Okay, yeah, there are like a few tiny pieces of abalones in here. Next up is sea cucumber. The broth in this one is quite bland, I would say. I found the sea cucumber. Let's actually take it out. So good. Has this bouncy jelly texture. It's almost like eating a piece of jellyfish. This is ham and pork. I mean, ham is already pork. The soup just tastes straight up ham flavor. Quite salty as well. Almost like a piece of ham in there. So this one doesn't actually have ham. The filling is just normal pork. The ham kind of tastes a little bit processed for me, but for some reason I like it. It's just flavorful. So all the soup dumplings that I bit into, every single flavor of soup drip in this bowl. So now we have like a puddle of all of the 9 flavors. And maybe with a little bit of vinegar in there too. Let's sip this thing up and see what it tastes like. What kind of flavor is that? All 9 flavors in combination and it all just tastes like vinegar. That was a long day of eating. We've had so many types of different food today. We went from having dumplings to noodles to the Peking duck stand, the crepes. All of the desserts are really good, soup dumplings. But I gotta say, if I gotta pick my favorite spot, it's probably going to be White Bear, the very first place that we stopped by. Their wontons in the chili oil, they're just succulent, spicy, and numbing, and the pork is so flavorful. It's just simple and good. And it's also just a straightforward, simple street food dish, which is what I love. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And as always, I'll see you very soon.